Hiya and welcome to Green Herb Gaming, where I now share my celebrate the 25th anniversary of Doom. In this live stream I am playing the final map of Doom, so sit back, relax, and more importantly enjoy the live stream. A massive shout out to Prochronics Vlogz, Chad Middleton, Aidan Denston, Milkman the Gamer, Damien and Alan Sewell, Animation Time and Sonic Studio. Please check out their content and subscribe to those fantastic people. So yeah, the final map. This should be interesting. Oh, Victor. 3 comments from Victor just coming in just like an RKO. So Victor and Chad Middleton, welcome to you both. Welcome to the live stream. So hello Green, good night and like. Thank you Victor. Oh, I want to go back up there. They won't let me. Okay, fuck off. Music sounds I know, it actually does a little bit, doesn't it? I'm gonna get my live chat up on my phone. There we go. See a switch all the way up there. I got the season pass for Smash Brothers. Nice one. So you'll be able to play as Joker, hero from Dragon Quest as of right now, and you'll be able to play as Banjo-Kazooie very soon. What the hell is that? And then lava. I thought this was lava. The hero spells are OP. I heard people saying that, but it is what it is. He is who he is, and he has the abilities he has. It's what makes Super Smash Brothers really, you know? Every character brings something different to play. Yep, I'm dead. Every character brings something different to the play, you know? I've actually been playing a lot of Smash Brothers Ultimate. And I've been playing as a hero. Love the character. Blood has been doing terrible, and Activision adding microtransactions to class racing. I think Wolfenstein Youngblood is actually one of the best third-party games on Switch. I think if enough people complain there wasn't enough of these type of games on Nintendo hardware since the beginning of time. Well, they've got what they asked for. So I would say go out and buy. Okay, like I mean, I'm aware of all the. I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Wolfenstein Youngblood online co-op. It has proper voice chat. None of that crappy Nintendo Switch online app shit. None of that. Proper online. I've actually experienced no real lag online. I was playing some Super Mario Maker 2 online and I experienced terrible lag in that. How's your new headphones? You don't sound how you this thing. They're grand. They're actually grand, I like them. Fucking hell, those enemies are tough. Gobshites. But Ninja left Twitch to join Microsoft Mixer. Did not know about. I'm not too up there with big YouTubers, to be honest. I don't really know anything about Ninja apart from that he plays Fortnite and he appeared on the Game Awards last year. Other than that, I don't really know anything about Ninja. I'm not very familiar with big YouTubers. I don't really follow or watch any big YouTubers. I mean, I watch YouTubers, but I don't watch these huge YouTubers, you know. So, not really familiar with that information. Punching this fucking milkshake. That's all you need to know about him. There's not much. So I'm not missing much, Chad. I'm not missing much. But about Wolfenstein Youngblood doing terribly. I presume you mean like doing terribly in terms of sales, in terms of where it is on the sales charts. It's just. Now I'm going to talk about the Switch version specifically. It's like years I've been hearing, people say we need more games like that on Nintendo. Come on, we're sick of just playing Mario over and over again. We're sick of just playing Zelda over and over again. Come on, give us proper third-party games, Nintendo, is what I've been hearing. US and Europe is getting a free trial of Mario Tennis. I've seen that actually. It's pretty good that they're doing that. We'll get that in a second. Lots of topics that I want to get to know, Chad. So yeah, for years and years and years, people have been pretty much demanding these kind of games on Nintendo hardware. Well, let's look at the situation, shall we? We have Wolfenstein, one of the most adult-orientated, hardcore FPS experiences you could possibly ask for. You know, you're shooting Nazis in it, says it all. Is on Switch. It has online co-op, and it has proper voice chat. None of that shitty Nintendo Switch online app where you have to use your phone for voice chat. It's proper voice chat. That's on Switch right now. It's up there. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your fucking money where your mouth is. What I say to those fucking pricks. Because they've been asking long enough for these kind of games. It's there now. Buy it. Be straight out about it and brutal about it. That's how you've asked for it. You've gotten it. Go out and fucking buy it. Did you like the main characters? A lot of them hated them. The main characters in Youngblood, I don't understand what people like. No, I've actually enjoyed them actually, to be honest. It changes up. Like I've played 2 Wolfenstein games. I've played Wolfenstein The New Order and Wolfenstein The New Colossus. And obviously the main character in those games is BJ Blazkowicz. I thought it was refreshing to play as other characters. Oh So what's the next topic? Activision introducing microtransactions into a fucking PlayStation 1 game. That's Activision for you. I don't really have much to say other than that. What else? Oh yeah, the trials that are coming to Switch for Nintendo Switch online users. It's an interesting kind of initiative, really, for people who don't have Nintendo Switch Online to get into that. But they can actually play a full game for free for a week, and start with Mario Tennis Aces. I thought it was a different game as well. It might be Japan, I think, I'm not too sure. Just give me a second there. Right. You need an online members for the free trial. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It gives people who don't have Nintendo Switch online something to it gives them something, like, you know. Where the fuck do I go? I'm dropping here, don't I? Yep. I didn't hit the switch, did I? You and QKG are the only people I heard talking good about Youngblood. Well, have you played it? I don't mean to be smart, but have you played it? Like, I know a lot of people that talk trash about things that you haven't actually experienced themselves. So, you know. I bet most people who bash the game are bashing it because of the difficulty. Oh, it's too easy. 4 out of 10. Or it's too hard, 4 out of 10. No, I'm still debating on it on Friday. So. Well, let me just tell you what. If you're holy fuck, if you're debating on whether to get Wolfenstein Youngblood or Friday the 13th, let me just tell you, get Wolfenstein Youngblood. That's all I'm going to say there. Friday the 13th is an actual shit game, and I have played both of those games. I've played Wolfenstein Youngblood and Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is just a heap of shite. I even did a live stream of that a couple of months back. Like, there was nobody on there. Like, not get a game. Single player is just, I don't know what the hell a single player is supposed to be. What's wrong with Friday the 13th? It's shit. That's what's wrong with Friday the 13th. And I've played Friday the 13th. Unlike most people who bash games online of games they've never played. I've actually played Friday the 13th, and I can tell you for a fact that it is absolute shite. Like, you'd have to be probably the world's biggest Friday the 13th fan to like it. Yeah, I've played Friday the 13th, and I can tell you I don't have anything else to add to that chat. Unlike other people online who bash games that haven't played, I've actually played Friday the 13th to come to that conclusion that the game is shit. But it just annoys me, like, about, like, when I say Wolfenstein Youngblood, like, I'm talking specifically here about the Switch version. What annoys me about it is, and I'm going to say it again, chat. I've said it once, I've probably said it twice, but I'm going to say it a third time, right? For like over 10 years now, people have been basically demanding like what they call proper third-party games on Nintendo hardware. They want adult-orientated games. They want violent games. You know what I mean? They want hardcore games. All of that kind of shit, right? I'm not a big fan of the series, but I do like the concept gameplay. Well, I mean, if you like it, buy it. Like, but I'm just saying, like, you know, after playing it myself, my opinion of it is complete shite. But as I was saying, anyway, for over 10 years, people have been demanding proper third-party games. They finally get them, and they won't buy them. I mean, like, they're like, do you know what is shit? Do you know what is crap? Fortnite. That's crap. That's the biggest load of crap in the entire video game industry. People have no problem playing that game. I wonder why. I wonder why though. Oh, would it have anything to do with brand power? I wonder. Would it have anything to do with brainwashing? Oh, I wonder. See, that's what it comes down to, man. It comes down to brand power. But like, I own Wolfenstein Youngblood. I've played a good bit of it. I enjoy it. It's fun. Like, why do people like beg, like little fucking kids, you know, for proper third-party support on Nintendo hardware, and when they get it, they're still complaining? I just don't understand that mentality. At least you're not getting a fucking legacy version. Wolfenstein Youngblood. At least you're not getting a half-assed attempt of porting that game. Yes, I'm talking about EA here, with FIFA 20 and such, the legacy edition. But at least you're not getting that shit, like. I don't care what people, like, if you don't like the game, you don't like the game. That's fair enough. But that is fair enough. Considering how long these people have been wanting these kind of games on Nintendo hardware, they finally get the game they've been asking for, and they won't buy it. What do they want? What do they want? That's what I want to answer. What do they want? You would actually think the floor is lava, wouldn't you? Because it's so red. Have a shot. Is the granddaddy of first-person shooting games. It's a game where you're shooting Nazis. It's got blood. It's got gore. It's got violence. It's got graphic content. It's got cursing. Be right back in 10 minutes. No problem, chat. And it's all on Nintendo Switch. It's got online co-op. How many games even have online co-op on Nintendo Switch? Just as a matter of interest. And how many of them actually allow you to have proper voice chat? And it's all on Nintendo Switch, and people still have something to complain about. Just, I mean, if you don't like Wolfenstein, first of all, what I would say is, if someone doesn't like Wolfenstein, just don't buy it. Like, and also, like, Youngblood is a spin-off. It's not Wolfenstein 3. I know this old as a standalone title, but it's fucking like, it annoys me. I'm not talking about the game in general. Okay, it mightn't be the best Wolfenstein game released. But again, it's not Wolfenstein 3, so obviously people are going to be able to see like a difference in quality compared to like Wolfenstein New Order to Wolfenstein and Wolfenstein New Colossus to Wolfenstein Youngblood. Obviously, get that with every kind of spin-off. I'm sure I can think of many other spin-offs in blockbuster games. Like a lot of franchises have spin-offs to them, and they don't really match the quality of the mainline series. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure there's plenty. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like Grand Theft Auto. Look how huge the game Grand Theft Auto is. Grand Theft Auto has like Liberty City stories and Vice City stories. They're like spin-offs. They don't match the quality of the mainline GTA series. So of course, like Wolfenstein Youngblood is not going to match the quality of Wolfenstein New Order and Wolfenstein Youngblood. That's to be expected. But I honestly, I've played it. I honestly can't really find any fault in it. No logical fault. Anyway, it's an extremely difficult game. But can't really like fault the game for its difficulty, because that would just make it sound like I'm pansy. You know, if you're going to give a game a lower review because the game is hard, you're just a pansy. You know what I mean? Stick to Fortnite if you're gonna fucking bash a game because of its difficulty. Like, fuck that, like. But I can't really find fault, personally, in Wolfenstein Youngblood. And again, like, I'm focusing here on the Switch version. The reason I'm focusing on the Switch version is because, like, it's because people have been demanding these type of games on Nintendo hardware for so long. Like, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, you know, like, they've always had games like this, good or bad. But like with Nintendo fans, like come on, give us proper games, give us hardcore games, give us violent games. You know what I mean? You hear it all fucking, you just hear it so much, and then they get what they ask for, and they're not happy with it. It's just like fucking hell, it irritates me like so much. It's like a fucking spoiled, rotten child. You know what I mean? Who asks their fucking parents, like, get me this, I want that. They get it, and it's like, yeah, don't want it. You just feel like fucking just, blah, smacking them or something. But yeah, that's what the fucking Nintendo fan base are like, you know, like, you know, they ask, actually, you know, they demand. And when they fucking get it, they're still not happy. Anyway, moving away from that, I have Wolfenstein Youngblood and I'm happy. I went off them on there for about, I'd actually say about 20 minutes. I went off them on there about Wolfenstein Youngblood. It just irritates me how people get what they want and they're still not fucking happy. It's like you've gotten what you wanted, you've gotten what you asked for. Jesus Christ, like, it's still irritating me. Anyone who knows me knows that when something gets in my mind, I try hard to get it off my mind until I feel happy that I've spoken enough. Like, thought 10 years ago that a Wolfenstein game would be on a Nintendo console? Whoever thought that we'd see Wolfenstein? Like, if someone said to you, if someone said that Wolfenstein would come to the Wii, like, that would have been insane, wouldn't it? Would have been absolutely insane. Even on the Wii U, like, you know, Wolfenstein on the Wii U, go away, that's crazy, it's never gonna happen. And it didn't happen. Wolfenstein didn't come to the Wii U, right? Because you just wouldn't have seen those kind of games on Nintendo hardware. So if you chat to anyone, they'd say, like, oh, wouldn't it be great to have Wolfenstein on Nintendo hardware? Remember, fucking hell. Like, there's so much I want to say. It's really annoying. I just hate the mentality of it. Like, I just hate the mentality of people begging for something, and when they get it, they're not happy with it. Just that mentality infuriates me, to be honest. And as per usual, I am like a dog with a bone on this system. I am, like, I won't let it go. Like, I will not let it go. Fuck off, like, I won't let it go. I'm not gonna let this go, like. I remember when Nintendo announced how voice chat was gonna work on Nintendo Switch. Remember that? Remember when Nintendo said you're gonna have to use your mobile phone for voice chat on Nintendo Switch. You're gonna have to download the Nintendo Switch online app on your mobile phone for voice chat on Nintendo Switch. You know how people reacted to that? And I was one of them. I was like, this is complete bullshit. Yeah? Well, Wolfenstein Youngblood on Nintendo Switch has proper voice chat, meaning you can put in a headset and have voice chat. Like, I haven't had anybody mention the positivity of that. I haven't. There's only 2 games, to my knowledge, that supports proper voice chat on the Switch, to my knowledge. And those 2 games are Fortnite and Wolfenstein. Like, it has online co-op, proper online co-op. The whole entire campaign can be played. The entire game is played with online co-op. It isn't some sort of extra mode that's separate to the main game. No, it isn't some laggy piece of shit either. It's like, it's perfection. There is no lag. There is no lag. I've experienced no lag. I've played Nintendo's own game, Super Mario Maker 2, and that thing was more laggy than a fucking 90-year-old trying to fucking do a breakdance. I mean, like, it was proper laggy. Just ugh, it annoys me, like. What is so wrong with Wolfenstein? Never happened. Try to kind of focus on the gameplay, because I think these are bosses. I have a shot. I want to get back to the gameplay, I really do, but like, oh shit. I'm just calling myself in, fuck's sake. When I read that though, because When I read that about Wolfenstein Youngblood, Wolfenstein Youngblood is doing terrible. It's doing terrible because people... Now I know it's doing terrible across all platforms. Basically, people just don't like this game. There's a few factors as of to why people don't like Wolfenstein Youngblood. I think the biggest factor is people right now just don't like Bethesda. And that's justified. The direction that Bethesda took the Fallout series in Fallout 76 is a big reason why people don't like Bethesda. The introduction of like micro transactions, the heavy focus on online, and the overall reduction in quality of the Fallout series as well, the Fallout 76 is the biggest reason why people don't like Bethesda right now. I mean, they went from a massive campaign that was like Bethesda as a company had this massive campaign that was called Save Player One. I think they introduced it in the Game Awards. Yes, it was the Game Awards, I think 2 years ago. Yeah, around 2 years ago. They were like highlighting that they're a company all about single player experiences. And it was so funny because they were going after games that were heavily focused on heavily focused on multiplayer. And they were praising their games, and rightfully so. They were praising games like Skyrim. You know what I mean? They were praising games like Wolfenstein. They were praising games like Fallout, games that were all single player campaigns. Bethesda went from that to Fallout 76. You know, so it's kind of, yeah. So people don't like Bethesda right now. So I think that adds fuel to why Wolfenstein Youngblood didn't do very well. Also, I think it's because of the fact that... Welcome back, Chad. Welcome back. I'm still talking about Wolfenstein Youngblood. I'm like a dog with a bone. I think they look at Wolfenstein Youngblood and they don't see Wolfenstein 3. They see a different type of Wolfenstein. They see an online co-op game. They see a game that has 2 female characters. And they just don't understand that it's not Wolfenstein 3. They don't understand that it's a spin-off, that it takes Wolfenstein in a different direction. So I think that's one of the reasons why it's not selling very well. I haven't come across anything in the game that like screams to me this game is broke, or screams to me this game is shit, screams to me this game is like unplayable. Like, I've experienced nothing like that yet. Fingers crossed. Yeah. The biggest thing, okay, so that's why I think the game is doing terrible. But that's across all platforms. I want to point that out. But it irritates me, and I'll tell you again why it irritates me. Specifically when it comes to Nintendo Switch. Like, PlayStation and Xbox are always going to get Wolfenstein games. Whether they're good Wolfenstein games or bad Wolfenstein games, they're always going to get it. Nobody is begging or demanding Bethesda to bring Wolfenstein to PS4 and Xbox One, because they will come to those consoles. I'm surprised the social justice warriors aren't praising them. They should be. You know, they should be, shouldn't they? We won't talk about those motherfuckers now, really, but yeah, we won't talk about them now. So I'll go off my game otherwise. I'll go off this game and I'll go off my game. Chad, I just, like, I want to paint this picture. Oh god, what's happening? What the fuck is happening? Mother of Christ, what's happening? This is fucking freaking, and the whole map is just... But like, come on, Chad, you know the story. Like, you know, like, how long Nintendo fans have been begging third parties to bring games like Wolfenstein to Nintendo hardware. Bethesda, when's the last time you saw Bethesda supporting Nintendo hardware? I mean, Bethesda have brought Wolfenstein to Switch. It has online co-op. It has proper voice chat that doesn't need a fucking mobile phone. What's there to complain about? Go and buy this game. Support this game. Third parties have supported us. I think it's only fair that we support them. And that's my argument, really. That's what I'm trying to say, really. Like, you know, they're supporting us. We should support them. Like, what's the problem with the game? I just don't understand. There's a lot worse games on Nintendo Switch right now than fucking the Moves on Your Blood. It's just it irritates me, Chad. It really fucking does. What is happening right now? I don't get this. What's going on? Whoa, what the fuck? Jesus. Okay. Beat all levels in need. Okay, I've just completed the game, but what? Get out of the way, fucking microphone thing. Big. Onto the readers for it. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward and ticket home? What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like the lost Demius base. I was reading that. I can watch it back in the live stream, can't I? Oh. It's software. But I'm guessing there's like... Surely you're not going to survive that. So is this how the game ends? I'm gonna YouTube Doom ending. I'm gonna... Play the Shores of Hell expansion. Yeah, there's actually 3 expansions. I think I'll do that in the next live stream. I just want to find out, is that the actual ending? I actually love the cutscene ending, the credits. Pretty fun. Doom final stage. Dead end. Knee deep in the dead end. Final level. Boss and ending. Just gonna see. Chad, I think I missed something. Thanks, Chad. I think that I missed something. It doesn't look like the level that I was in. Doing knee deep in the fire. Oh, it is. It's like different now. my mode is so low key, like, isn't it? I've just completed Doom. Celebrating the 25th anniversary, and I'm like, oh yeah, just completed the game. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Okay, here we are now. No, I want to see. Did I actually die, or was it supposed to happen? No, that actually was supposed to happen. This is my first time experiencing this. This is the first time I've actually completed Doom. I wasn't too sure, so it turns out that you were actually... you were supposed to... That's fun. What an ending! I don't think I've ever experienced an ending like that in any game. ever. And the game was teasing you. It was like, where's your fat reward or something. I'm going to have to go back and watch that for live stream. Sorry about my low-key mode. It's just, I'm actually so annoyed by the whole Wolfenstein Youngblood reaction, specifically on Nintendo Switch. It's the kind of game that these people have been asking for so long on Nintendo hardware. Now is their time to go out and buy the game that they have been asking for and support the third parties that they have been begging to release these games. ZenziMax. Didn't realise they were involved in doing all that time ago. But, I think there's a good couple of expansion packs. Actually, I might actually do the ending again in the next live stream with a slightly more upbeat tone, a more high key tone. But nonetheless, this is my very first time completing Doom. I know a lot of Doom fans have probably experienced this moment numerous times over the years, but this is my first time completing Doom. Very innovative, very, very different to what I was expecting. So I can load, just want to see just how long this actually takes, or how hard this takes. I just want to see. So basically all you really have to do is just not blow yourself up, which I'm doing. That's cool. You beat both the original and 2016. Yeah man, I beat the original and 2016. Thanks chat. Beat the original, and Doom 2016 was tough because I actually had that on ultra violence mode. Yes, sorry about my low-key mode. It's just, you'd be surprised, Chad. You'd be surprised the kind of things that bother me. I hate using the word bother. I hate using that word. Not that it bothers me, because I don't want to use that word. What's a word that I can use instead of bother? I'm going to say interests me. I'm going to use the word interests. You'd be surprised by the kind of things that interest me. This whole Wolfenstein Youngblood reaction, specifically on the Nintendo Switch, interests me beyond belief, chat. Beyond belief. Because the point that I'm trying to hit home here, and I've been repeating this numerous times on this live stream, is the fact that Nintendo fans have been asking for years for games like Wolfenstein to be on Nintendo hardware. As far back as the Wii. Like, ever since Nintendo decided to make a very casual orientated console with the Nintendo Wii, ever since they decided to appeal to, you know, adults and females and kids and casual gamers, people who never really played video games before, people who play very little video games, ever since the Wii, hardcore Nintendo fans have been crying out for games like Wolfenstein on Nintendo hardware. Well, flash forward to present day Nintendo Switch, and here we have Wolfenstein Youngblood, the most graphic first-person shooter you could ask for. You're shooting Nazis' heads off. It has online co-op, where you can invite your friends to play the entire campaign with you online. And it has proper voice chat. This is exactly what Nintendo fans have been asking for years. They've gotten what they've asked for, and they still find something to complain about. And that interests me so much. What is that mentality? What is that mentality about? I will never understand. I will never understand that mentality. It's just not good enough. It's kind of spoiled child mentality, you know? So like with a spoiled child, you can never really be satisfied. And I think that's what most Nintendo fans are actually like. They're going to piss off so many Nintendo fans out there. I'm a Nintendo fan, but I fucking love Wolfenstein Youngblood. Oh my god. Some help up there. I'd like to hear both sides in the reviews. Yeah, but Chad, I like to hear both sides of everything, including reviews. But I suppose the point I'm trying to get at here is it's a far cry from we fucking play it. Okay? It's a far cry from raving rabbits. Okay, like remember when the Wii days, like the amount of games that Nintendo fans would miss out on, like the amount of games that would come to PlayStation and Xbox that would not come to Wii, and instead we had to settle with like deadly creatures. Do you know what I mean? something like that, right? This is Wolfenstein Youngblood is the most hardcore game you could possibly ask for. It's the most graphic game you could ask for. It's the most violent adult 18 plus game you could ask for. Online co-op. I mean, come on, like, I don't think Mario Maker 2 should be number 1 on the eShop with that bad online. That's an interesting point, isn't it? That's an interesting point. I would actually I would tend to agree with you. I would tend to agree with you there, Chad, because Wolfenstein Youngblood is getting so much hate because of various reasons. Right? The online in Wolfenstein Youngblood is, I would say, near perfect. It's definitely better than the shit that Nintendo give you in Mario Maker 2. So I would tend to agree with you. Why is that game number 1? And Wolfenstein nowhere to be found? Anyway, I've already given my reasons as to why I think it's doing terribly well, or terribly bad. It's just, can you see my point though, Jack? Do you understand where I'm coming from? I just want to get a little bit of feedback. On my point that I'm so desperately trying to make for the last 40 minutes of this stream, is the mentality of I want. Okay? They get what they want and they're still not happy. That's the point I'm trying to hit home. You should subscribe to QKG, the review Switch games, and I'm on his Discord. I might give them a look. I'm not on Discord myself, but I might subscribe to him on YouTube, see what he's like. I never heard of him. So the last level is actually quite short, really. It's more or less a troll level, really. You basically just drop. How's it going? You basically just drop into this thing here. Oh, I'm gonna hit the switch first, don't I? I like the fact that it has all expansion passes, because I actually forgot that, because I was just thinking to myself today. I was like, oh my god, I'm after dedicating my YouTube channel to celebrating the 25th anniversary of Doom by playing one Doom game, and I'm like, shit. Yeah, Panic Button worked hard on port. That's another thing. Oh God, I'm gonna have to just complete this level, and then I just want to have a little discussion. I know there's only one person watching, and it's you, Chad, but I just the panic button. You know what I mean? People don't even give Panic Button the credit they deserve. Like, they're bringing a game that is developed for PS4 and Xbox One hardware, and they're pouring it onto a fucking handheld. Like, where else can you play Wolfenstein on the go? Like, it just irritates me. Like, I mean, what do they want? Anyway, this actually trolled the fuck out of me. So you drop in here, no matter what you do, like even if you take out this weapon, no matter what you do, you're gonna die. Or I can read it again. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward and ticket home? What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like the lost dimmer space. Looks like you're stuck on the shores of hell. The only way out is through. To continue the Doom experience, play the shores of hell, and it's amazing. Oh, so these are like expansion passes. So this is actually, that's interesting. So this is actually, these are like expansion passes. So basically, I'm gonna skip this and have a little conversation here because it's fucking irritating. I don't even know where to start. Panic Button. Let's start with Panic Button. Panic Button have been responsible for bringing a hugely popular game like Rocket League to Nintendo Switch. Rocket League, probably one of the most popular multiplayer games in the world. It's one of the biggest games in the world. One of the most biggest esports games out there. Rocket League. It's a huge game. It's a huge IP. And it's on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, let me just load this level again. I won't play it though. I know we can have demons in the background. I want a bit of quietness. I want a bit of quietness. Let's kill these guys. So a bit of quietness here. My discussion segment of this live stream. Again, I'm not going to use the word bothered or annoyed. I'm going to use the word interested. It interests me. So, Panic Button are responsible for bringing over one of the biggest games in the world to Switch, Rocket League. Without Panic Button, you would not have Rocket League. Panic Button are responsible for bringing Doom 2016 to the Nintendo Switch. Doom 2016. Doom 2016. Like, one of the best first-person shooting games you're going to play. And it's a gory first-person shooting game. It's an over-the-top first-person shooting game. Panic Button have done that. Panic Button have brought over Wolfenstein, the new Colossus, onto a Nintendo Switch. Again, one of the best first-person shooting games you're ever going to play. And it is the most controversial, adult-orientated FPS you're going to play, shooting Nazis. 10 minutes into the game and you're hearing nigger. The KKK are in the game. For fuck's sake. It is Wolfenstein. If you don't know what Wolfenstein is, look it up. It's on Switch thanks to Panic Button. Should I play Colossus before Youngblood? I would recommend it to give you a bit of context as to what's going on in the world of Wolfenstein. Yeah, I would recommend. You don't need to. Like, for instance, he doesn't go missing in the end of New Colossus or anything, so it's not necessary for the story. But I think just to give you a little bit of context as to what's actually going on in the game, I'd recommend it. Yeah, I would. How much do we have now? Yeah, I think in some cases, when companies don't support Nintendo, it's actually the fans who are responsible. It's actually us that are responsible. It's the people who are bashing Wolfenstein Youngblood on Switch and not buying that game right now. They're the ones responsible. Because if you're a company and you have put your blood, sweat and tears into bringing over the games that the fans have been asking for, giving it proper online co-op, giving a proper voice chat, and nobody buys the fucking game, like, you're obviously not going to support that platform again. And what's going to happen? The cycle repeats itself. Because what's going to happen? These fans are going to be like, ooh, why aren't you bringing Wolfenstein 3 to the Switch? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because you didn't fucking buy Wolfenstein Youngblood on the Switch. What do you expect, you fucking retard? You know? That's what I would say. You know, if I was working for Bethesda, that's what I would say. I just don't understand. It's like what? Like, I remember when Mario Party got announced on Switch. Super Mario Party for Nintendo Switch got announced. It's like, oh, it has online multiplayer. It has online multiplayer. This is so great. This is so great. And when we actually found out what the online multiplayer was, we were like, well, this is complete shit. And that's Nintendo's game. And that's the kind of game that, like, people are saying, oh, well, oh, here we go again, another Mario Party game. Oh, we're crap online. We want proper third-party support. We want adult games. You get Wolfenstein, but online co-op, proper voice chat with headset support, and you're killing fucking Nazis. And the online is, in my opinion, flawless. And it's like, oh, I just feel like punching these people sometimes. I really do. Just feel like punching these motherfuckers. Shall give me a bit of feedback here. Give me a bit of feedback. Like, do you agree with my point? Do you understand my point? I know they're the worst in the series, according to Nicholas. Ishmael Nicholas, welcome to the live stream, man. I'm actually celebrating 25 years of Doom, and just for you, Doom, or I was just going to say just for you, Doom, just for you, Ishmael, considering that you've joined the live stream. So yeah, I am celebrating 25 years of Doom by playing the original Doom, this game right here. And just for you, buddy, just because you joined the live stream, because you don't want to hear me banging on about something. You don't want to hear... Basically, I was talking about Wolfenstein Youngblood and why I'm annoyed that people aren't buying it, because people have been asking for these kind of games on Nintendo hardware for years. They finally get it, and they still have to complain about. So, what is me talking about that? I want you to see the ending to Doom. So I'm going to show you that ending right now. This is my third time doing this in this live stream, by the way. I don't think it has one of the best endings to the game. I know that gets thrown around a lot, doesn't it? Like, there's so many games out there. I mean, come on, like in the entirety of the video game industry, like there's a lot of games out there, and I've played a lot of those games. So I know it's some Doom doesn't end, it's eternal. It sure is. Doom is an experience, something that we all should experience at some stage. So Ishmael, I am doing this for you, man. I am doing this for you. I'm showing you the ending. Oh my god, the ending to Doom, the original Doom. And once again, my channel, Doom Gaming, is celebrating the 25th anniversary of Doom by playing the original Doom. And after I've completed This is an expansion pass. Well, it's not an expansion pass. Well, it is. It's the first expansion pass. So I'll move on to the other expansion pass after this. So there'll be a lot of Doom content to look forward to on the channel. And again, like Luke Ross, you don't want to be hearing me ranting on about it. Oh Jesus, man! There's one left. Oh, there isn't. So this is it, Chad. This is the ending to Doom. I don't know if it's your first time seeing this. It'd be really cool if it was your first time seeing it. I actually hope it's your first time seeing this, because it's it really is. It's something else. It's something else completely. And again, this is the third time I've done this in the live stream. I wanted to do this because you just joined the stream, and I don't want you like hearing me ranting. I want you to see some content, you know, before I have a little rant. Will you be playing Turok? Probably not. Probably not. I never played that game before. I was never really kind of... So look at this. This is what happens. This is the ending. Once you beat the big baddies and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward and ticket home? What the hell is this? It ain't supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like you're lost. Looks like the lost Deimos base. Looks like you're stuck at the shores of hell. The only way is true. To continue the Doom experience, play the Shores of Hell and its amazing sequel. That is the ending, Ishmael. That is the ending. That's what happens. You basically die. But you don't die, you just basically get overrun by demons. You gotta see what happens. Damien, welcome to the live stream. You have just joined at the end of the live stream. Wait, did you see that part? If you just literally join right now, I will do that for you. I will go back and I will complete the game a fourth time. I will do that for you, buddy, if you didn't already see it. And welcome to the live stream as well, by the way. Really appreciate that. How you keeping, man? So it actually has one of the best endings to a game I've ever experienced, and I've played a lot of games. Love the music. So it has 2 or 3 other expansion passes that like kind of like continue the Doom experience. Expansion passes were like ancient DLC back in the day. I'll watch it when you upload it. I'll do it now for you. I will do it now. This is how dedicated I am to my fan base. I will do it for a 4th time. Yeah, man, it is cool. Damon, I'm going to do this for you, buddy. I'm going to show you the ending. So first you blow up all those pink gobshites. I've actually gotten so good at it. I'm just taking them all out so quickly now. You got health here that you don't really need. You pick up an area map, computer area map that I don't even need either. It's actually quite a short level, really, the last level. But it's more of a troll level than anything else. Kill those pink gobshites first. That's what I call it. Pink gobshites. Did you fight the Spider Mastermind and Cyber Demon? No, not in this version anyway. They're probably in the other expansion. I actually thought the floor there was lava when I first played it, so I really think by looking at it, I actually did lava. because they actually do a lot of damage. One of the trophies is to beat the game in 2 hours. Holy shit. I actually haven't even looked at the trophies. I'm kind of really going in blind with the trophies. I will have a look at the trophies properly, but I'm kind of going in blind. I haven't even looked at the trophies. I'm just kind of hoping. I'm just hoping that I just randomly unlock the trophy. Because this is making the experience even more hard. But completing this game in 2 hours, I can do that. I can actually do that. I am very confident I can do that because I know where to go now in the maps. Oh, I actually had an idea for a new Doom movie as well. One that doesn't star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I was actually supposed to talk about that at the start of the live stream, but I completely forgot. Apparently, it's a very doable platinum. Shit. I'd say it is, to be honest. I can definitely do it in 2 hours. So the level, the map lowers, and you can make it to the end. I'm actually gonna talk about my idea for a Doom movie while the end credits roll. Because I actually have a cool idea for a Doom movie. So the game actually the game trolls you. The Rock as a CGI cyber demon, like in the Mummy 2. Oh man, there's too much Rock. There's just too much Rock happening. He's just everywhere you look, the Rock is there. Jesus. Titanic 2, stay on the Rock. He's actually the fucking iceberg that fucking sinks the Titanic. But like you step into this like demon statue thing, not statue, fucking tablet thing, and boom, you drop into hell, and you're like, what the hell is going on? Apart from WWE. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward? Take it home. What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like the lost Denia space. Looks like you're stuck in the shores of hell. The only way is true. To continue the Doom experience, play The Shores of Hell as an amazing sequel. So that is it. So you kind of die. You're basically surrounded by demons, and you don't kind of know how it continues. And the game is like, if you want to find out what happens, play the other expansion passes. So there's like 2 or 3 other expansion passes. Fuck this game. Have all that. That's kind of how I felt originally. I was like, what the hell is going on here? I didn't know what was going on. That's exactly how I felt, Damien. I had no idea. I legitimately thought I actually died until that writing came up on the screen. So I am going to share with you my idea for a Doom movie. Okay, so the movie stars a character called Chad, named after you, Chad Middleton. So let's call him Chad Howard, after Todd Howard. He was a Marine, a US Marine, but he stumbles across top secret military experiment project involving interdimensional technology. He actually found out that the US military that they tapped into another dimension that actually ended up being hell, and they made contact with demons, but they were actually taking advantage of these demons and their technology, and they were trying to figure out how to use these demons as weapons in the war zone. He found out all about this. He knew how dangerous this was. He warned them how dangerous this was going to be, but he was told to be silenced or else. He didn't stay silent. He spoke out, spoke out. Friends, family, he even told the media about this. He was warned to be silent. And as punishment, these evil US military guys and who were involved in this deadly experiment with demons actually summoned demons to kill his entire family. And he was a surviving member. He had to live while the rest of his family were killed. So he pretty much gave up on life. He was about to kill himself, and then he was approached by this mysterious man who informed him that he actually has a very ancient bloodline, the bloodline of the Doomslayer. Bloodline that has been protecting Earth from the invasion of Hell for thousands and thousands of years, setting up a GoFundMe to get the cat Johnny's. That would be unreal. I swear to God, that would be unreal. Imagine, man. So this guy tells him that these Doomslayers have been protecting Earth from the invasion of Hell for thousands of years, and that he actually has the bloodline, that Chad has the bloodline of the Doomslayer. But Chad tells him, fuck off, get the hell out of here, get away from me, I don't want to talk to you. But he starts to see a lot more evil around him, a lot more evil going on. And he's walking home from the pub one night, and he hears the scream of a child. And he sees that these human-like creatures are dragging this child away. But he actually realizes they're actually demons. So with rage and flashing memory of his son, who was killed by these. By the way, he didn't know that demons killed these children. Or the family. He just knew that they were killed. He didn't know what happened. But after realizing that it was actually demons that were killing, that was trying to take this child and kill it, he killed the demons, saved the child, and then realized that he had to speak to this man again. So he had a proper chat with this man again. This man told him everything he needed to know about the Doomslayers, that they've been protecting Earth for thousands of years against demons from hell. He explained that he is a guardian of the Doomslayer, and that he has access to very advanced weaponry and wisdom that the Doomslayer needs to defeat the demons. So the Guardian works very closely with the Doomslayer to defeat these demons, and he also informs them that it was actually demons that killed his family, that it wasn't just people within the US military that killed his family to silence him, it was actually demons as well. If you want me to fight demons, donate from my Patreon, PayPal. Also use my Amazon affiliate links to the description below. Don't forget to. So that's pretty much the kind of synopsis of my idea for a Doom movie. Like, it's kind of a cross between The Punisher and Doom. That's kind of where I got my idea from, really, was The Punisher. But obviously a lot more darker and grittier than The Punisher, if that's even possible. So that's my... I actually kind of fucked up though, because I actually realised when I said that Chad's family was killed by demons, I was like, fuck, he obviously knows that demons exist, so I kind of fucked up there. But that part, boom, one confirmed cast member. Oh man, I'd put you all in there. Chad, you can basically be Doom, right? Damien can be the Guardian. And I'll just be the director. I'll just direct it. And add the neon lights from Batman and Robin. I love coming up with ideas for stories. I like coming up with stories for movies and games as well. That's what it would be, kind of thing. Like, you know, it would be kind of like Marine who finds out that his US military are not as innocent as he thought, that they're not really fighting for America, they don't really have America's best interests at heart, that they're basically about themselves and basically trying to have the most advanced power they can possibly get. And when they discovered other dimensions, and when they found the dimension of hell itself and made contact with demons, the US military knew that they would be unstoppable, that if they could actually harness the power of demons, that they would be unstoppable on the war zone, and they could pretty much take over the whole world. Jim Carrey is the main villain. Jesus Christ. So Chad finds this out, tries to put a stop to this experiment. Basically underestimates the power and influence of the US military. His entire family gets killed as a result of him not being silent about this project. Later finds out that it was actually demons that killed his family. But he just wouldn't believe. Like, he just wouldn't believe. Like, when his life was ruined, basically, he was at his rock bottom. He just wouldn't believe this guy who approached him. Kind of reminds me of the X-Files, really. Like in the episode of the X-Files where Mulder is trying to prove the existence of aliens. He actually does, and one stage he actually gets approached by this guy who has all the evidence for him. He just won't believe him. Sean Bean was also. And so yeah, so this Chad Doomslayer, with the blood of the Doomslayer in him, works with the Guardian to basically take on these demons and I forgot the part, actually, sorry, I forgot the part where, like, well, I have to mention the fact that, like, this project gets way out of hand, and that the US military actually, basically, like, the experiment goes horribly wrong, and all these demons, like, break into the realm of Earth, the dimension of Earth, and that's where all hell quite literally breaks loose. Got to mention that part as well. But I suppose that could be the part where, like, where he comes across this young child who's being, like, dragged away by one of the demons, and he realises that demons have landed, demons have appeared in Earth, and that's what he kind of realises he has no choice but to kind of work with this strange man who approached him. It's actually three things combined into one, really. The sound effects are very loud here, so I'm not going to play the video again. I'm just going to load it just to get the sound effects away. I'm going to blow up the... Well, it's actually a cross between three forms of different type of... It's a cross between Assassin's Creed, the video game, and The Punisher, the comic, because kind of Assassin's Creed with the whole bloodline thing. Do you know what I mean? The whole bloodline thing, and being approached by, you know, these people telling him that he's got this bloodline, when he felt like his life was kind of at a rock bottom, and obviously the Punisher in terms of, like, kind of getting revenge, vengeance. You know what I mean, for the death of his family, and all at the same time, kind of trying to make the world a better place as well. So, any Hollywood directors who may be listening to this right now, hit me up. I'm available. And how does it work? Like, how the fuck do you even become a fucking movie writer? Like, you just write up a script and just knock at someone's door. Hey, Mr. Movie Director, here's a script. Or make it happen. If only it was that easy. I want to see, just want to see how many, let's save, this is it. Let's see. Here we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different expansion passes. Directed by Harvey Weinstein. Jesus Christ, Chad. Having that one. So Harvey Weinstein is not in the movie. So you can next one is the shore when you have Inferno and you have Die Flesh Consumed. So there's actually a lot of Doom this way. This is actually exciting. I actually forgot about this. This song audio. Yeah, so you can just hear the music for a while. I'm going into that mode now again, Damien, where I just feel like chatting. I'm just sitting here on the couch at, what time is it? 20 to 2. Oh, stop. Ears. Say goodbye to your ears. Man. So now we got this like very like atmospheric music playing in the background. That would actually be perfect for describing my movie. Ah, man. Too late now. In the not-so-distant future, in a world of war, a U.S. Marine called Chad Howard stumbles into a top-secret experiment that he was never meant to discover. What about that? Oh man. Yes, your Doom movie will need rap. Oh, no rap music. But that does kind of feel a little bit rapish, doesn't it? Oh, it's gone now. I actually might type it up. I actually might type up like a rough cut, not a script. Jesus, I'm not going to write the entire fucking script of the movie, but just I might type up a little kind of synopsis. Concept. Yeah, concept. Basically, concept story. I think it would work well because I like when video game movies don't. I like when video game movies aren't 100% copy and paste of a video game. Because I like that. Fan fiction, yeah. Fan fiction movie, that's true too. I actually might do that. Because I joined the Slayers Club. The Doom, like the official Doom, like fan website thingy-majiggy. And there's actually an option that you can actually, on their website, you can actually send them fan content. I might send them that. Oh my god. I'd be like marking the front out, like if they actually like tweeted it out now or something. But I don't like when video game movies are just too copy and pasted like directly from the video game, because you play the video game, you know what's going to happen. If you're a fan of the game and you go to watch the movie, you don't want to see everything you've seen before. We can save costs by using Lego animation, one frame at a time. Jesus, ain't that broad, Chad? Fuck's sake. But yeah, like I like when directors take video game movies in a slightly different direction, but it's not that far gone. Because if you actually listen to Doom 2016, it's in the soundtrack as well as actually the first track. That music is terrible, isn't it? Oh god, it's gone. But it talks about like how the Doomslayer is always like tormented, like he's a tormented soul, and his sole purpose is to basically bring terror to the demons, and just basically like devotes himself to like killing these demons. Like demons fear him, like, you know. So I am kind of staying true to that, like obviously like you're tortured, like if your entire family has been killed, I don't think you can get any more tortured than that. And you know, if you find out that it was actually demons who killed your entire family, you're gonna bring a lot of punishment to those demons. So it is staying true to the original. However, it won't be based in Mars. Like a lot of Doom games are. Like this game here is based on Mars. Doom 2016 is based on Mars, and they're not going to base it on Mars. I don't think it matters if it's Mars. Like I don't think anybody has played Doom and like you don't really notice that you're on Mars. The only thing you notice when you play Doom is the over-the-top gory action, which I will put into my movie. We need Doom 64. I actually have Doom 64. I think I have a funny feeling they're actually going to remaster that, or if else it's going to be like a full-on remake, because like if it was just going to be Doom 64, they would have just released it. And they can't call it Doom 64 because it's coming to PS4 and Xbox One and PC as well. They can't call it Doom 64 because 64 is a trademark. Obviously Doom is trademarked to Bethesda, and they can put that on any console they want because it's their game. But 64 is not. 64 is actually trademark. It's a trademark to Nintendo 64. So that would be interesting to see. So I think they're going to remaster it or remake it and call something different. Doom 65. Doom 63. Doom 66. Doom 666. Boom. There you go. But yeah, like I would take the Doom movie in a different direction, but I would keep it everything that people like about Doom. They will get over the top gore, violence, and I'm trying to think of as well. Doom PS4, Doom Xbox One. I know that's what they'll probably do. Doom PS4, Doom Xbox One, then Doom 64. That'd be interesting. Doom Switch. Doom 64 PS. That's actually Doom 6 PS4, Doom 6 X1. Doom Switch. I don't know. I'm running out of ideas now. To be honest. I was actually a fan of Paul Anderson's Resident Evil movies. I know a lot of people online resent Paul Anderson. They resent his work with the Resident Evil movie franchise. I love it. I love what he did. Like, he didn't just do a copy and paste of the Resident Evil script. Do you ever see that video on YouTube, the Nintendo 64 kid, where he gets a Nintendo 64 for Christmas? That's so funny. I don't think anybody would like to go to a cinema I like his Mortal Kombat movie. Oh, me too. I think that is probably one of the best video game movies ever made. It's just captured the tone so well, man. But I don't think anybody wants to go into a cinema for like 90 minutes and just see the script of a video game being told in a movie. Like everything you've seen in the game just up there in the movie. Like, nobody wants to see that. I don't think anybody wants to see that. That's just my opinion, but I don't think anybody wants to see that. I think what you want is an experience based off the video game, but with something kind of like unique about it, you know? I'm trying to think of a way that the movie can actually be in first person. I have a very good idea. Chad, Damien, I need to be a director. I'm actually serious. I might even go to college and just like study multimedia, or I don't know what the fuck the thing would be, like film and TV. He also did that space horror with the Lawrence Fishburne. Oh, is that the thing? Emilia Jovovich was in it as well. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's at the tip of my tongue. But I have an idea, right? I have an idea. What if the majority of the movie, like the main location of the movie, was actually this top secret laboratory within the US military, Area 51, or some place like that, where they were where they were experimenting with interdimensional technology, where they were tapping into new dimensions, and one of those dimensions being hell. What if that was the setting? And what if he was not only trying to put a stop to this experiment, not only kill the demons and get vengeance for his family, but what if he was trying to expose this to the world? So he was recording it. So what if he had a camera in one hand, or it doesn't even have to have a camera, he could have a camera, teleportation. That kind of stuff as well could be kind of, they could tap into teleportation into the movie as well. Event Horizon, that's what it was called. Almost similar to do. I've never seen it, but I've heard of that. Teleportation could work as well, because all this interdimensional technology they've been working on as well. I think even if like he had a camera attached to his like a fucking GoPro or something, right? So basically, my point is, it would be one of those movies like Cloverfield and Blair Witch. Do you know, movies that are like made with a camera, so you don't actually see the character. I'm telling you, I should be a director. I need to be a director. I need to make this happen. Because the whole movie would be shot in, like, it would be like Doom, like what you're seeing right now. You can barely see it. Is the character holding the gun. That's what you would see. That's what you would see in the movie. Because he would have his camera, his GoPro attached to whatever part of his body. You'd be in the laboratory shooting these demons. The whole thing would be first person. The whole fucking thing would be first person. Man, I don't know. I'm knocking myself out. You need to see it in that space. No, I want to make my movie, chat. That's what I want to do. I want to see my movie. I want to see my movie. That's what I want to see. I want to see Doom. What would I call it? I would actually name it after the original sequel. I would call it Doom Hell on Earth. That's what I would call it. Hell on Earth. Oh my god, that would just be... So like, the movie will be set in the not so distant future, where war has just taken over the world. So many wars now. War has become so common, and the main character is Chad Howard, a US Marine who has fought for his country for years and years and years and years. Really sees himself as a patriot, really wants to liberate the world, really wants to bring peace to the world, but he stumbles into a top secret project. I don't quite know how he stumbles across it, but he stumbles across it anyway. I'll get to that another time. And he finds out about this top secret project involving interdimensional technology, tapping into other dimensions, one of those dimensions being hell itself. And he finds out that the US military are trying to harness the power of demons to use them in the battlefield. Because what better power could you have than the power of a demon on the battlefield? The US military feel like this is going to give them complete superiority over the rest. So Chad knows that this, like, he just knows this has to stop. Because not only can this get out of hand and, you know, demons could end up invading Earth, but it's just totally wrong on so many levels, and he knows he has to put a stop to this, and he speaks out about it, and he was warned. Just like the main guy just who's responsible for all of this, basically says, you need to shut your mouth. He refuses to shut his mouth, and his entire family gets killed. He doesn't know what happened to him, he just knows that they were killed. And the whole thing was never really investigated properly, and his life just basically went rock bottom from that point onwards. And that's where he gets approached by this mysterious man. Let's say in a bar. It's always in a bar kind of a scene, isn't it? The guy is sitting there drinking fucking shots of whiskey. This guy appears beside him, informs him that he is part of an ancient bloodline, the bloodline of the Doomslayers, who have been protecting Earth from invasions of hell for thousands of years, and that it's going to happen all over again, and that he needs to listen to him, he needs to come with him. but he just punches him. He just knocks him clean out, walks out of the bar, says, "Get the fuck away from me, get out of my life. You know, you've just been, the only reason you know about me and what happened to me is you've looked online. You're just a crazy dude, stay away from me." So he's walking home down a dark alley. He hears the scream of a child, knows something's really strange because it's late at night, while the child is screaming, and he sees this demon dragging this child away. So he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "No, it can't be happening, you know, it can't be happening." So the project comes back into his mind. He basically, out of pure anger and out of pure vengeance for his family, he basically rips the head off this demon, kills the demon, saves the child, and, you know, brings it back to his family, whatever else, and then just realizes that, holy shit, it's happening. There is an invasion happening, but it's in from a different country, it's in from a different nation, it's from demons, and he knows against the fault this mysterious man who informs him that he is of that bloodline of the Doomslayers, that this guy is a guardian who helps the Doomslayers, who's got ancient wisdom, ancient technology that will help him in his quest. So he has to infiltrate the laboratory, he has to close the portal basically that has been linking Earth to the Hell dimension where all these demons have escaped from. He's got to close this portal. So, and he also has to expose this to the whole world as well. So he goes there with his camera, he's got his weapon in his hand, and the whole movie is first person. So you got first person view, you get hellish demons, you get over the top gore, you get over the top violence. Boom. Boom. Watch my movie. Coming to cinemas in 2040. Coming to cinemas in 2040. I'm going to have a quick drink of an orange juice. And I'm going to go sleep. I almost tripped over my fucking charger on my PS4. I forgot it was charged up. What do you think, guys? Would you see that movie? Exactly, I'm going to pop back in a second. I'm going to get some orange juice. My throat is so dry from all that speaking. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of Doom content on my channel as I am celebrating the 25th anniversary of this amazing game, Doom. And I'm kind of glad now that I stuck to the original Doom, because I was thinking, Jesus, is this going to be a good idea? Because it's going to be the same game over and over again. So I'm thinking, like, Jesus Christ, like, will I be able to have something different each time? Because I was thinking, like, would it have made more sense if I had gotten Doom 2 and Doom 3 as well, to kind of keep things a bit mixed up. But now that there's actually 3 more expansion passes to play, they basically act as 3 completely different games. So at least now there'll be a lot more content to look forward to. Like, I'm not gonna play Doom forever, like, but we're almost in August. Well, today is August, isn't it? So we're in August now, so really September, October, November, okay, we're got a couple of months before Doom Eternal comes out. I was kind of going to needed that. I was going to take it all the way up to Doom Eternal, this whole 25th anniversary. August of Doom. I was hoping to even take it into September and October and even November, because the game is coming out. Oh yeah, I have one more story to talk about. I want to see, do I still have Damien? Are you still in the live stream? involves the greatest video game retailer in the world. And it involves Doom as well, so it's relevant to the light. But it involves the glorious GameStop, the greatest video game retailer in the world. Can we get a round of applause for GameStop? Can we bow to GameStop? The GameStop story. Okay, so basically, Doom Eternal is releasing this November. Bethesda announced collector's edition for Doom Eternal that comes with a cool helmet that you can actually wear, like a Doom Slayer helmet, and other goodies as well. Well, I remember the second that got announced, I was like, because I was getting Doom Eternal for Switch, like I get all my games on Switch, and when I can, if they're available on Switch, I'll get them on Switch, because being able to play games on the go is just too cool it's just too cool to not take advantage of. So I wanted to get Doom Eternal on Switch. So when I knew there's a collector's edition being released, I was like, is it coming to Switch? Is it coming to Switch? I couldn't see it anywhere. I couldn't even see it on Bethesda's website. Like, nobody was reporting a Switch version of the collector's edition. But then it just randomly appeared on GameStop's website, available to pre-order. So I was like, yes, I wasn't going to waste any second, because these type of collector's editions are so limited that you just don't want to, you don't want to take your time. So pre-ordered. How it works when you pre-order a game when you pre-order anything on GameStop's website is you basically like, it would take €5 deposit from you, and you don't actually pay the full price until the day of release. And it works with your credit card, so like basically they take the €5 from your credit card, and you don't actually pay the transaction until the day of release. So I did that anyway, and then like a couple of days later, it's no longer listed on GameStop, and people all over the internet are mentioning the fact that there's not going to be a Switch version of the collector's edition. So I'm like, shit. I actually was dreading ringing up GameStop and like asking them a question that I already know the answer to. Like, I knew that there wasn't going to be a collector's edition for Switch, but even though they still had it up on the website, but GameStop are just GameStop. They're known for providing people with false information, and it's just typical GameStop, really. But I had an idea. I had a very logical, common sense idea. I was going to pre-order the PS4 version of the Doom Eternal Collector's Edition, and I was going to swap out the software, the game, which is basically Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition, with Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition Switch. It's a very simple, logical idea, isn't it? Basically what GameStop would do is give me the PS4 Collector's Edition, which I would have pre-ordered and paid for, and instead of and basically opening the box, giving them a copy of Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition for PS4, which they could then put on the shelf as another copy of a game that they would have already had, and then give me instead Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition Switch. That was the idea, probably common sense, logical idea. So I was like, well, that could work. So I was passing GameStop today then, and I was like, while I'm passing there now, I might as well pop in and find out what the story is with the Doom Eternal, the Collector's Edition. So I guess, oh man, there was this one she was working on. I could tell by looking at her that she was in a bad mood. I could just tell. And I was like, Johnny, we're gonna make her have an even worse day. I was kind of loving it. I was loving it. And I was like, so I just thought the situation. I said, look, I'm after pre-ordering Doom Eternal Collector's Edition on Switch, even though it's not available. And she's like, what do you mean it's not available? I was like, well, you're the only people in the world right now listing Doom Eternal Collector's Edition. Everywhere else it's not listed. She's like, where? It's like, well, to start from starters, Bethesda themselves aren't listing the Collector's Edition. So do I need to actually explain any more people who are mentioning the fact that there isn't a Switch version of the Collector's Edition? So then she she took my details anyway, and she said, well, you pre-ordered the game. I said, I know I pre-ordered the game, but it's not actually listed anywhere else. So then she was like, well, if it's listed here, then it has to be coming in. So I was like, okay. I was like, so can I take your word for it? So I was like, can I take your name, the date and the time, and take your word that it'll be guaranteed Doom Eternal PlayStation Edition on Switch? And then she was like, changed her tone, and she was like, well, I can't guarantee that. A week beforehand, it can easily get cancelled. I was like, that's the reason I'm here, because I don't know for sure is there going to be a Switch version of the Collector's Edition. Why would I want to pre-order something and look forward to something, and then a week before it comes out be told that it's not actually coming? So then I asked her my idea. I said, look, would it be possible for me to get the PS4 version, but just swap out the PS4 software with the Switch software? Oh no, I can't do that. So I just simply asked why. She looked at me. I think at this stage she wanted to kill me. But I didn't care. And she's like, I can't. I said, look, you have to tell me twice you can't, but I'm asking you why you can't. And she wouldn't explain to me why. Like, it's a simple request. She couldn't explain to me why they couldn't just replace PS4 software with Switch software. There's another edition that doesn't include the helmet. I'm not sure it'll be available in your country. There's a standard edition, which is basically the game, Doom Eternal. There's Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition, which comes with, it's pretty much like a season pass kind of a thing. And also if you pre-order any of the editions, you get content as well. And then there's the Collector's Edition. I don't know anything about the one that doesn't come with a helmet. That no, I don't know. But GameStop never ceases to amaze me. You go in there confused, you come back out with dementia. It's just I don't know what was going on. Like, it's just a simple request that can easily be done, like, but she just doesn't want to do it. And also, like, they're losing out on the customer, they're losing out on money as well. Like, I mean, I'm willing to pay a lot of money for that kind of edition. I think it's like it's like 300 fucking euro or something. It's fucking costly. Like, it's really costly shit, like, you know. I'm willing to get the PS4 version, but just simply swap out the PS4 software with the Switch software. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, I have rude service GameStop. Oh, I mean, the whole world has had terrible experience. It's just full of a bunch of fat Fortnite kids. So GameStop is a bunch of fat Fortnite kids who just go in there. Can I get some V-Bucks? Can I get the top 5 figure or Fortnite as well? That's what GameStop is becoming. Basically. But yeah, it was a frustrating experience, to be honest with you. But I'm kind of used to it in a way. It's weird, frustrated, but at the same time, it's just so common at the same time. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pre-order the PS4 version, and I'm just going to, like, the second I buy it, like the second the transaction is complete, I'm going to put the box on the counter to the side that the customer behind me gets served. Like, I'm just going to move out of the way. I'm going to open the box, take out the PS4 version. I'm going to go back to the queue, and I'm going to say, I'd like to trade this in, please, towards the Switch version of Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition. And like, I'm only gonna, like, I mean, I know they're gonna treat it as a pre-owned game, even though the fucking thing hasn't even been opened. They're gonna treat that game as a pre-owned copy. Because I asked her like today. I said to her, can I actually just make a direct trade? Oh no, it won't be a direct trade. But if they give me like shit money, like if they say like, oh, we'll give you like €20 in-store credit or some shit like that, I'll just fucking say, okay, well then I'm gonna go to CX then. Trade in CX, because sometimes they do have good value. I had an idea, but then I completely fucked up. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he made me aware of how fucking stupid it was. But I didn't realise it at the time. What I was going to do was I was going to go home with the collector's edition of PS4, and I was going to come back in the evening with the game and say, oh, I'm after making a huge mistake. I was getting this game for a friend, but he actually wanted a Switch version. I'm after getting this PS4 version. Oh, how silly of me. Would it be possible just to swap that out for the Switch version, please? You can put it back on your shelf and just like that never happened. But then my friend was like, what about your receipt? It's going to say that you've got the collector's edition. You know, I just can't understand. Like, the logic is just so simple, but they have to make it so complicated. It's daft. It really is daft. But I don't know. Look, I want that collector's edition so badly. I need that collector's edition so bad. It's a cool edition. The helmet. I wonder, is it back up on their website? Because Anthony was telling me that, like, because it's weird. Like, I mean, how can a pre-order go live if the thing doesn't exist? It has me thinking now, like, because why would it be up on their website if it was actually like? It's weird. I'm gonna end the stream very shortly, by the way, as well. I didn't realise how late it was. Doom. Oh, listen to this. Listen to this. Wait, this is just Doom Eternal Collector's Edition plus bonus. Oh no, it actually isn't. You get a key ring. Okay. It's actually €230. I thought it was €300. €230. So you can pre-order the PS4 version, and you can pre-order the Xbox One version. Deluxe edition. Oh, they've got a bonus for the collector's edition. Like, GameStop don't even have the deluxe edition of the Switch version. What about Switch? I'm just checking my phone in the middle of a live stream, or at the end of a live stream, really. But how's my phone doing? starting to like annoying GameStop now, because it's kind of gone from them annoying me to me annoying them. I like it. I wonder what else I can do to annoy them. Any ideas of how I can annoy GameStop? Imagine going to GameStop and just asking for a plastic bag. What about like their work on commission and stuff like and everything else? It just so. What did you? How was business for you, John? I sold a plastic bag. I'm going to go into GameStop tomorrow and buy a plastic bag. I'm serious. I actually am, like. Just going to do some extra a second. But it's annoying, like. It's actually false advertising, to be honest. Like, I mean, they had it on their website. Doom Eternal Collector's Edition Nintendo Switch, available to pre-order. Brought me to the transaction page. Took the €5 deposit. Asked for their favorite anime. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was up on their website. Doom Eternal Collector's Edition for Nintendo Switch, available for pre-order. I mean, like, if it was a mistake, it wouldn't have really brought you to the transaction page. So it's false advertising. They can take it off their website all they like, but it's still false advertising. Like, it's amazing how these companies can get away with so much shit, like by adding in their own fancy talk, protecting themselves. You know what I mean? Like they call it policy. They call it policy, they call it terms and agreements, but I call it false advertising. Because what is false advertising? If you break down those two words, false. What is false? It's incorrect. Something that isn't. It's false. It's incorrect. That's the best way to put it. Like, false is incorrect. Okay. So is Doom Eternal Collector's Edition coming to Switch? No. So it's incorrect. If I said to you Doom Eternal Collector's Edition coming to Switch, it's incorrect. So that's incorrect. What is information? It can be anything. In this case, it's Doom Eternal Collector's Edition coming to Switch. That's information. Something that is listed on a website. So in this situation, that is information. So it's incorrect information. What am I saying? Well, I'm about advertising, wasn't it? False advertising is what I said. So false is incorrect. The advertising is anything that is displayed on a commercial basis. That is advertising. So something that is being displayed for commercial purposes. That is advertising. That's my definition of advertising. I'm too lazy to look up the actual definition of advertising. I think we can all agree that advertising is displaying information for commercial purposes. So the fact that Doom Eternal Collector's Edition was listed on GameStop's website is false advertising. And I'm pretty sure that false advertising is something you could actually claim. You know, you could, you know what I mean? I could actually make a false advertising claim against GameStop for this. Really annoying to tell you the truth. I'm used to it, like, to be honest. I actually have a screenshot of something. I'm actually looking at it right now. Doom Eternal Edition Switch. Crazy. Okay, so this is the end of this Doom live stream. This has been Green Herb Gaming, where I celebrate the 25th anniversary of this amazing game, Doom. In this live stream, I finally completed the first part of Doom, so to speak, the first expansion of Doom, knee deep in something. You got to see a crazy ending, really, one of the craziest endings that I've ever experienced in any video game, which is saying something. So stay tuned for a lot more Doom content on Green Herb Gaming, because I will be continuing to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Doom. Thank you. I'm just gonna lie down and just sleep. Thank you, Chad. And I believe it's like evening time for you, kind of ish. Oh no, it'll actually be night time. You know, kind of evening time for you. So have a good evening. Have a good night, Chad. Thank you for watching the live stream. Thank you also, Damien, for watching the live stream. Thank you, Victor, for watching the live stream. And then, actually conscious that I mightn't have mentioned everyone, so I'm just going to go into my live chat on my phone to see that I get everyone. As you can tell, I'm fairly tired right now. Well, according to the live, oh, Ishmael as well. See, another somebody I forgot. Ishmael, thank you for watching as well. And a massive shout out to Prochronics, Vlogz, Chad Middleton, Aidan Denston, Middle Commander Gamer, Damien and Alan Sewell, Animation Time, and Sonic Studio. So I will see you all soon on Green Herb Gaming, where I celebrate the 25th anniversary of Doom. Jesus Christ, I've just got, hold on a second. Damn, I've got 115 subs. Stay proud. Hashtag proud. Hashtag pride. Yeah. So that is it. Good night, and I will see you soon.